Hi, it's Miss Lisa, Growing Brilliant, and I'm here today to do a fun science activity with you where we're going to be making a sensory bottle. So I want to show you first the materials that you'll need to do this at home. We need an empty, cleaned out water bottle, a measuring cup, a half cup measuring cup, some measuring spoons. We're going to be using the 1 teaspoon measuring spoon, a funnel to get the items into the water bottle, some water, and some water beads. These are the little plastic beads that expand. So we're going to make this sensory bottle, and then we're going to observe how it changes over time, and then what we can do with it after that. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the bottle, and the first thing I'm going to add is the water beads. So I'm going to find my 1 teaspoon measuring spoon. That's the measuring spoon that says 1 TSP, very small on there. See if you can find where it says TSP and see if that's the measuring spoon that you need. So I'm going to pour my water beads into the measuring spoon, and I'm going to do it over my funnel just in case they fall out. That way they go right into the bottle. And then I want you to watch what happens when I pour them into the funnel, okay? Pour them into the funnel. Ooh! And they all slide into the bottle. Do you see? The water beads are in the bottle now. So next we're going to need to add our water. So I have my 1/2 cup measuring cup, and I'm going to dip it into the water that I have here. And then we're going to go ahead and very carefully pour the water into the funnel and watch it drip down into the water bottle. Just like that. Now, it may seem like we don't have a lot happening in this sensory bottle yet, but I'm going to show you what we have so far. So you see we've got a little bit of water and then our water beads in the bottom. Do you know what happens to these water beads when they get put in the water? They'll slowly start to absorb the water. That means soak it in. And when they do that, they'll get bigger and bigger and bigger. So we're going to spend some time watching what it looks like when they expand. And then finally, we'll have a sensory bottle for you to play with. So we'll be back in just a little bit to see what's happened. Okay, so we've waited 10 minutes and we came back to see what had changed about the water beads. Can you see what's changed about the water beads? I can tell that this water looks quite a bit more blue, and that's because the water beads have started to grow. They're absorbing the water. So now there's more water inside the beads than there was before. I wonder what will happen if we give it some more time. Should we see? Okay. Okay, we're back. It's been 20 more minutes. So a total since we started of 30 minutes. Because 20 minutes plus our original 10 minutes makes 30 minutes. And I just noticed that all of the water is gone out of this bottle. And all we're left with are these fun blue water beads. Do you see how much they've grown? I think that is so cool. And I was thinking, I wonder if these beads are done growing or if they'll get a little bit bigger if we add some more water. Should we try it? Okay, I think that's a fun idea. So what we're going to need to do is open up the cap again, and we're going to use our funnel and our 1/2 cup measuring cup. And I'm going to scoop up some water, and very carefully, I'm going to pour the water into the funnel. Do you see it going down into the beads? Ooh, there we go. Let's see, I'll put the cap back on. And let's observe what's going on now. So now the bigger water beads are floating around in more water. That's pretty cool. We'll come back in a little bit and see if those beads have gotten even bigger. Okay, it's been 30 minutes since we last checked our bottle, so I thought we would check in and see what's going on with it now. Look at this here. The water beads have gotten even bigger, and they've soaked up, absorbed, most of the water that we added to the bottle. As I was looking at it, I noticed something really interesting. The water beads, as they expanded, actually took on the shape of the bottle. Do you see how there are some wavy lines on this bottle? Well, some of these water beads inside here have wavy lines dented into them too. That's a really cool observation. So now that the water beads are so much bigger than when they started, I thought we could go ahead and fill the rest of the bottle up with water, and then we'd have a really fun sensory bottle to play with. So I'm going to take the cap off and we're going to use our funnel again. And I'm just going to go ahead and pour directly from this container into the water bottle. We'll stop right there. All right. Close it up. And then we have a fun blue flowing water bottle. Can you see the beads inside still? They look much different with the bottle full of water. So I noticed after we poured all of that water in there, it's a little bit harder to see the beads themselves. It almost looks like it's just blue water. Should we take a couple out and observe them closer? Okay, I'm going to use our funnel and I'm going to pour some of the water back into our container and dump out a couple of our water beads. We'll just put them right on the table so you can see. Look at how big they are. And just like I thought, they have some dents on them that have taken on the shape of the water bottle. I wonder if that's because they were smashed in there as they were growing. I wonder if their shape will change as they sit longer in the water. That's something to watch out for too. I thought we could compare the size of the water beads from when they started to where we are now, about 1 hour later. So, here is a bead when we started, and here is a bead full of water. It's so much bigger. That is pretty cool. Can you see? I'm going to put them on my hands. Maybe you can compare that way. So much bigger. Science is cool. Okay. So, I had so much fun with you making our water bead sensory bottle and learning about water absorption and comparing the size of the water beads. I hope you had as much fun as I did. We'll see you next time.